The following is a presentation of Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling. And all matches are sanctioned by United Wrestling Network.
Tyler Stinson! You had some sugar behind these punches. But what if we take the punches away? Tonight, I'm gonna challenge Tyler Stinson to an amateur wrestling match.
Does he not realize that amateur wrestling is also one of the disciplines in an MMA fight? And Tyler Stinson's pretty good at that too. Very nicely done, you can see.
Oh, wow. Wait a second, there's a pin. Oh my goodness, he got him, he got him.
That's it.
Mario Vanjur, oh my goodness.
The curb stop.
Mario Vanjur, what has come over him?
Tyler Stinson, he may have won an MMA fight. He may have won this amateur wrestling fight. But at Shocktober, it's going to be neither one of those. And against the most fighting champion in RMP history. That's what he's capable of.
What has come over him?
Anthony! I'm sick of all these Anthonys, Bob. There's too many Anthonys in Rocky Mountain Pro. We're going up against Team Anthony tonight.
With the two guys we're wrestling sharing the same first name, it reminds me of everything that's going on here in Rocky Mountain Pro is dissension. Well, you know what you'll never find here at Rocky Mountain Pro is dissension between us. Because guess what? If it's my fault, it's my fault. If it's his fault, it's his fault. But we don't run around blaming everybody else. But we're also very, very upset at the disrespect we've been receiving for being the only team in here that isn't arguing with each other. So instead of taking that out on the fans, or taking it out on all these people, Matt Yaden, Vince Russo, all these clowns in Rocky Mountain Pro that are trying to hold us down, get us out of that tournament, we're gonna take it out on you, Anthonys, and we're gonna beat you and rise ourselves right back up the ranks in Rocky Mountain Pro, because one thing you can't do is get rid of the tough guys.
What a way to kick things off here at the Alamo Draft House in Littleton, Colorado. You've seen them on Ring of Honor television, and now they make their way, well, across the aisles of the Alamo Draft House apparently, but they make their way to Rocky Mountain Pro. Folks, this is Stuart Campbell alongside the Almanac of Rocky Mountain Pro, Lucas Bradwell. As mentioned before, we are in Littleton, and my goodness, Tough Guy Incorporated was not successful in the lottery tag team tournament, but my oh my, are they ever the showman.
Stuart Campbell, this is one of my favorite venues that we've ever been to here at Rocky Mountain Pro, the Alamo Draft House. It's a movie. It's freaking awesome that we are doing a wrestling show in a movie theater. We've done a couple of them. I know this is your first time, but it's a hell of a show, and we've got a great tag team match starting out, and look at
the Brutal Bob Evans apparently trying to get some table service. Might need to serve up a butt whooping to these two contenders, Anthony Andrews and Anthony Catena.
Well, I don't know much about Anthony Catena. There's actually somebody I don't know a whole hell of a lot about. Anthony Andrews, we've seen him before. He's had his issues with, with just about everybody so far that he's came across, including Caden Koyama.
Tim Hughes with that signature towel. Bob Evans getting the crowd riled up.
Don't fall asleep on us. I know those are comfortable chairs. Don't fall asleep on us.
These are pretty comfortable, folks. The Alamo Draft House, quite the venue.
I
can see why you like. I can see why you like being here.
It's the only time I ever get a nap in. It's wonderful.
You gonna share those fries?
No, you leave them alone.
All right, and on that sour note, we're going to kick things off here at the Alamo Draft House. And Senior official Joel Gessner calls for the bell, and here we go. Katana and Hughes starting things off in tag team action. Now, yeah, they were not successful in the lottery tag team tournament, but Tough Guy Incorporated have seen plenty of success, and the bell sounds, have seen plenty of success in Ring of Honor and elsewhere, as many people have went around to hang with Bob, among them, of course, Tough Guy Hughes.
Well, Brutal Bob Evans, world renowned as one of the great trainers in the professional wrestling business, and yeah, Tough Tim Hughes kind of got under his wing. I've been fortunate enough to attend Hangs with Bob seminar, one of the greatest times of my life, and I know this is going to be one hell of a clinic put on by Tough Guy.
Brutal Bob Evans basing himself in the New England area. You'll see him in with our good friends at XWA in Rhode Island. Oh, beautiful maneuver. And the technical aptitude of Bob Evans. And as good of a wrestler as he is, you're absolutely right. His accolades as a trainer, the names of people that he has trained and had under his tutelage. My goodness! Working that arm. This is good old-time wrestling here, Lucas Bradwell.
And this young man, Anthony Katana, he is taken to school right now. I know he's made a little bit of a name for himself out in the Midwest region, and now he's getting schooled by a couple of East Coast guys.
You're absolutely right. Brutal Bob Evans hailing from Swansea, Massachusetts. Beautiful little New England town. You know, this is one of the very Norman Rockwell-esque. And Tough Timmy Hughes, a native of Edison, New Jersey, product of the world-famous Monster Factory, Lucas Bradwell.
Keep plugged there, huh?
Oh, hey, I'm a Monster Factory guy. I will fully admit it. Irish whip into the ropes. And beautiful tag team maneuver, and we have seen this so many times on Ring of Honor television. And Tough Guy Incorporated doing what it is that Tough Guy Incorporated does. Oh, wait a second. Abdominal stretch applied by Brutal Bob Evans on Andrews. And Hughes, oh, he could be seeing a foot planted into the face of Andrews.
I don't believe there was a tag there, Stuart Campbell. I think Anthony Andrews just walked in without a tag.
He definitely did. May have been ill-advised. Katana and Andrews talking some strategy, or at least as much as Andrew can talk, with that hard kick to the jaw that he just suffered.
And look at Tough Guy following him outside.
To the outside they go. Through the middle ropes. Uh-oh. Oh! Some Three Stooges action there from Tough Guy Incorporated, and Katana feeling just how comfy those seats are. Andrew's not as fortunate.
Take a seat, Katana, and
well, break time's over, it seems. Pin cover. Did not get the fall. Only a 2 count, says senior official Joel Gessner. Now, Tough Guy Incorporated, we have seen them obviously on Ring of Honor television. Now we're seeing them here in Rocky Mountain Pro. What do you expect from the future from these 2 athletes?
I expect them to be one of the top tag teams here in Rocky Mountain Pro. Although they were not successful in the lottery tag team tournament, as far as experience and toughness goes, well, their name says it all. Tough Guy Inc., and I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Don't forget, in the main event tonight, oh, beautifully executed drop kick from Katana. Don't forget, the main event here tonight will be the finals of the lottery tag team tournament. Filter and Hunter Gray versus the team of Anaya and Mercury Yaden.
And I still can't believe that 2 cool dudes were such idiots that they had to have put themselves together instead of, they think about it. Dustin Yerk could have been teamed with Hunter Gray, and Zero Cool could have been teamed with Filter, and we wouldn't have this mess. We wouldn't have the unstoppable force that is Filter and Hunter Gray.
A great band called Rush once said, fate is just the weight of circumstances. So regardless of how they may have been put together. Oh, goodness, great. That's Caden Koyama. What is he doing out here?
Well, we know that him and Anthony Andrews had their issues. Obviously, Caden Koyama got a victory in Anthony Andrews' first match here at Rocky Mountain Pro.
Folks, this is a lot to follow. If you want to keep up with us on social media, you can do so. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as you just saw on the screen, The Rocky MTN Pro. And Irish whip off of the ropes goes Hughes. And Katana, hard shot to the jaw. pin cover here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, says Gessner. And Katana. That was a hard shot to the side of the head by Katana. Tags in Andrews, double team maneuver here. Axe handle to the back.
And don't forget that also later on tonight, we've got a chain match, Russian chain match. It's going to,
how could I forget?
It's going
My
to be
goodness.
Vlad Balashov against the show Duane Douglas. That's turned into quite a feud.
Hung up on the ropes was Andrew, but you're absolutely right. Douglas and Balashov have had quite the heated exchanges in the past couple of weeks. It has eventually boiled over into a Russian chain match, which if you have seen a Texas bull rope match, it's like that, except with a chain and with a very angry Russian. And that is exactly what Balashov is.
Very descriptive there, Stuart Campbell. And now
Koyama trying to get Tough Guy Incorporated. Fired up. Oh, beautiful takeover by Katana, cutting off the other half of the ring, and that is beautiful tag team strategy. Cover here. 2 only. Oh, only a 2 count, says Gessner, but that is a textbook tag team strategy. You cut the ring in half and you keep your opponent on the other half of that ring.
That's absolutely right. I still can't believe that Caden Koyama is out here being a cheerleader for Tough Guy Inc. That's just kind of odd to me.
Well, you know exactly why that is. It's because of Anthony Andrews.
I just didn't think that Koyama was that kind of guy to play those kind of mind games.
There's a lot of pettiness under that face paint. What can we say? And double axe handled to his own partner. Katana and Andrews, miscommunication. Tough Guy Inc. needs to capitalize.
It's the inexperience of the two Anthonys that's costing them this matchup right now.
Katana and Andrews, they're about to hang with Bob. Hard shots. Not quite closed fists, says Gessner, but and the shots keep coming. And down they go. Brutal Bob Evans using that big frame of his to get every last bit of weight behind those shots. Run into the corner. And another one.
Brutal Bob's on fire.
You're about to see the Bulldog. Wow, what a combination. He saw Katana running to the center of the ring, and you saw the Bulldog and clothesline combination maneuver. So effective in the hands of Brutal Bob.
It is very effective. He's getting himself pumped up, as is Koyama.
Oh, my goodness. Turning Katana inside out. And he's looking at Andrews now. Nowhere to go, but Andrews gets out of the way. Oh, wait, roll up here. Cover, 2.
Kid Koyama just knocked his feet off the ropes.
Absolutely, Andrews trying to win through less than desirable measures. Stuns him on the top rope, and another blistering shoulder tackle from Brutal Bob Evans. And here comes Tough Timmy Hughes going to the top rope. Oh, this could be bad news for Andrews. Good news for Hughes. Cover here. 1, 2, 3. Tough Guy Inc. gets the victory.
Caden Koyama, I'd say give him a little credit for an assist. At least I think Anthony Andrews was going to steal that victory, and Koyama knocked his foot off the ropes. And now Tough Guy Inc., they're victorious. They get their first victory as a tag team here in Rocky Mountain Pro.
Caden Koyama makes sure that justice is served up, and Tough Guy Inc. gets the boogie down in the squared circle of Rocky Mountain Pro. And is Koyama going to join them? Are we going to see Koyama dance?
I would. Is this the formation of Tough Guy International? Have they crossed the Pacific Ocean?
So it seems. Goodness gracious, folks. Somebody on the internet, please make a GIF of that. I would love that, and so would we. Post it up on our social media. But folks, check this out right here. We have seen this so many times on Ring of Honor television. Again, good news for Tough Guy Incorporated. And that just goes to show you the experience that comes with both being in Ring of Honor and traveling all around the country, and of course, hanging with Bob.
Well, big victory for Tough Guy. They needed that, as I felt that their last outing wasn't quite up to their standards. And now they are back on the winning page.
Folks, don't forget, in the main event tonight is the Lottery Tag Team Tournament Final. Yaden and Anaya versus Filter and Hunter Gray. That is the main event tonight here on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged. And don't forget, coming up next, the Shocktober contract signing between Vanjur and Stinson. Things are gonna get messy.
For more information, visit mercuryprowrestling.academy.
So as you all know, at Milestone 7, Tyler Stinson won the triple threat match. He is now the #1 contender and will be facing Mario Vanjur. This is the official contract signing. Give it up for Tyler Stinson.
The bass rumbling throughout the Alamo Draft House in Littleton, Colorado, signals the arrival of this man, the newly crowned #1 contender, earning it by virtue of winning the contract in the Crow's Nest match at Milestone 7, the most dangerous man in all of Rocky Mountain Pro, some might say professional wrestling. But if one man looks to lay claim to that title, it is the Evolution, Tyler Stinson.
Tyler Stinson, you said it, the most dangerous man in Rocky Mountain Pro, and sugar-free Mario Vanjur, he knows just how dangerous Tyler Stinson been. Over the past few weeks, he's challenged him to MMA fights, to wrestling.
Wait, he's wearing a, he has a lab coat on. Why is, we have never seen Mario Vanjur wear a lab coat. I don't believe he has a PhD in anything, but who am I to underestimate the Rocky Mountain Pro champion?
He's got a PhD in living sugar-free.
Never say that again.
Vince Russo said no contact during this contract signing or the match is off.
Vince Russo sucks!
Arigato. My apologies. You look wonderful tonight, by the way. No problem, Tyler. Sign the contract. I will sign it too. But those punches you knocked me out with, they had some sugar behind. So we are going to even the playing field for Shocktober. Yeah. Which means we'll explain my doctor code. Those are called keto sticks. So one way or the another, by Shocktober, you will get drug tested for sugar. So it's even. Those are keto sticks. They can basically tell if you have sugar in your system or not. One way or another. I'll sign.
Wait a minute. Is sugar a banned substance here in Rocky Mountain Pro?
I sure hope not.
We'd all be fired.
Yeah, I mean, if only for my sake, but goodness gracious. What is, he just...
That's it. When are you going to do the drug test, Tyler?
He wants your pee.
Dr. Vanjur is ready.
Knock him out, Tyler.
You want the drug test, blood test, sugar test? Here, Allie.
Uh-oh! We need to get someone down here. This could get very violent very quickly.
Tyler, me and you, Shocktober.
I think the sugar has made Tyler Stinson rage.
I'm the champion.
One way or another,
I'm the champion.
definitely something getting someone's blood boiling, whether it's Vanjur, whether it's Stinson. But my goodness, we're going to see this boil over to a climax at Shocktober. Folks, coming up next, the Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team titles, Jacobs and Big Vig versus Curtis Cole and Danger D.
Have you eaten here before?
Yeah, man.
Dude, look at that guy.
We've been here like 4 times.
Yeah, but have you ever actually
5
eaten here?
times.
I don't think we.
I've drank here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the beer.
Why are you so close? Man?
What's that?
Why are you so close to me?
This is my seat.
We're tag partners, I get it, but you don't have to sit right next to me. There's a whole thing of chairs.
The ticket I bought told me I was in this seat.
What do you mean?
It's assigned seating here. It's the way that it's the way that the waiters are able to know where to bring your food. Didn't you read the?
What can I get for you guys?
He was just talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Speaking of waiters, it's assigned seating, right?
It is, yes.
Absolutely, right. It makes it easier for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, some of us have compassion for our fellow man.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I'll do. I don't know. You have anything that's like gluten free? I don't really understand how the gluten thing works, but I hear gluten free is healthier.
Nobody knows what gluten.
I
think it's a lot.
Okay. I'll do the Blucifer pizza. That sounds pretty good.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah, grilled buffalo chicken.
I'm gonna do a double Jack and Coke, please. Hold the Coke, obviously.
Right. Can do. Only way to drink it.
Right. Wait, are we wrestling there?
Yeah, we have a match against Filter and Hunter Gray. It's like
make that 2 then.
Make it 2. Gotcha.
You're gonna get that drunk before we go out?
That's not gonna do anything. It's a warm up.
Dude, this is a. No, we're good, man. You can go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is a big deal.
What is?
This match tonight. It's round 3. We win this.
Round 3.
We will go face off against what Humphrey Jacobs and
Vig.
Is it Vig?
I think he picked Vig.
Is that who he picked? Because Hacksaw wanted nothing to do with him. That was funny.
That was funny.
So I don't think you should get too.
I mean,
it's Filter and Hunter Gray. Those guys are big. We got to take them serious. We've been doing it too. I mean, who'd have thought the two of us together?
We
2 wins, man. We got 1 more to go. 2 more to go, but 1 more gets us.
And then we win the tag titles.
Into the big game. Tag titles. And then what are we gonna do?
And we tag champs.
All right.
That's
right.
There's people here.
Who are these people behind us? Okay, well, I guess they're watching it. Okay, I wasn't sure, man. All right, well, yeah. Well, dude, let's watch the movie and then go get ready.
Wrestling. A love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. The wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
Tyler, you have a moment to talk about this ridiculous sugar test that Mario wants to administer to you.
Well, everything Mario says is ridiculous. Everything he says. He needs to test me for sugar because I knocked him out in the MMA fight. Yeah, I don't know, is this sugar test for the amateur wrestling match that I beat him in? You know, I've seen Mario eat donuts. He's the biggest hypocrite that we have here.
Oh, Looks to me that Dr. Vanjur has to conduct a drug test himself. Right over here. Right over here. We gotta drug this. Right over here, this strips. Hypocrite. You stupid horse. Right here. Yeah. I knew it. You already taste like sugar. I got him now. We got now Skynet.
My goodness, we are seeing Mario Vanjur come unglued by the very second.
First, making their way to the ring, please welcome the team of Humphrey Jacobs and Big Vig.
Folks, it's almost hard to focus on this upcoming match considering what we've just witnessed, but here it comes, accompanied, of course, by Arya Aurora, who is Arya Aurora.
Yeah, get that name right.
Oh no, she made that very, very clear to me, and I don't think it hurt that Big Vig accompanied her to that particular discussion. But yeah, Big Vig and Humphrey Jacobs I, they are your reigning and defending Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team Champions. And my goodness, what an imposing team this is.
Stuart Campbell, can I just point out that Big Vig, he's the tag team champion now, and he did absolutely nothing to earn it except for being a big badass.
So weirdly enough, oh my goodness, Curtis Cole being assaulted by Stephen Ashburn along the entranceway, along the aisle here, and my goodness, Stephen Ashburn, an absolutely emotional assault on Curtis Cole. My goodness, folks, we have heard rumors over the past couple of weeks that Cole and Ashburn may be involved in a Charged Championship matchup at Shocktober. Nothing has been confirmed quite yet, but wow, this is Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team action. Senior official Joel Gessner calling for the bell. There are two legal men in the ring, thus it is a match that can legally start. Dean and Danger Dean immediately at a disadvantage.
And I don't understand Ashburn and his anger. He's the one who walked out on Curtis Cole during the tag team tournament. He's the one that had issues with Curtis Cole. I just don't get it. He made his point.
Now, okay, this is in no way a justification. That's not how I'm trying to present this. But this, oh my goodness, Danger Dean. But this is and the knee by Big Vig. That is an awful big frame going into the face of Danger Dean. And this is not a justification, but we've seen how Stephen Ashburn has acted in the past, and we saw what happened at Milestone 7, losing his Charged Championship to Mario Vanjur, who has since been stripped by Vince Russo, of course, but the Charged Championship is now vacant. But we see what happens when Stephen Ashburn has the spotlight taken from him. He went into Milestone 7 thinking he was going to be the once and future king, the face of Rocky Mountain Pro, and now here he is, a king without a crown, a face without a spotlight, and that's why Stephen Ashburn's so angry.
So poor Curtis Cole has to get beat up week after week because, well, think about it. Think about what Curtis Cole's been through. He got his neck almost broken by Humphrey Jacobs I, his former tag team partner, and now his other former tag team partner, Stephen Ashburn, is laying him out 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, I 100% agree with you, Lucas Brown. Oh my goodness, the neck breaker. Ben, I absolutely agree with you, Lucas Bradwell. None of this is a justification. I'm saying this is what's going through the mind of Stephen Ashburn. He is a man driven by ego, and you know this. We all know this. Anyone who's watched Rocky Mountain Pro Charged for anything longer than an episode knows this by now. And the stalling suplex by Humphrey Jacobs I. We have seen this numerous times, and honestly, oh my goodness. It never gets less impressive, I will say that, but the assault that has been laid down on Danger Dean. Cover here, this could be it. Only a 2 count. It'll take a little more than that to put Danger Dean down. Give him credit for that.
And ever since Humphrey Jacobs I won both tag team titles from Curtis Cole, he has his ego's gotten bigger. He's gotten more nonchalant. More his just attitude is that he's basically running this place. And now he's found a guy in Big Vig that who can blame him for feeling that way?
It's a personal enforcer, more or less. Humphrey Jacobs I jaw-jacking with Curtis Cole. We all know the history between those two. The encounter that they had at Milestone 7 will go down as one of the more brutal encounters in the history of Rocky Mountain Pro. And if anyone would know about the history of Rocky Mountain Pro, it's you.
Yeah, absolutely. You just think of everything that poor Curtis Cole has been through. He's tried to befriend Humphrey Jacobs. He tried to befriend Stephen Ashford. He made an effort to become a great tag team partner, and he just got walked all over by both of them.
Hopefully, oh my goodness, hopefully some sort of justice is served for Curtis Cole in the future, but something tells me he's more the type to take justice into his own hands.
Oh, he's found a good tag team partner.
Oh,
wow.
Echoing through the halls of the Alamo Draft House here in Littleton. Folks, this is tag team title action here on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
I was going to say he found a good tag team partner in Danger Dean, but Danger Dean, who is the longest reigning Rocky Mountain Pro champion in history at 463 days.
He is a fighter, this Danger Dean. Double clothesline. This is his chance.
Look at
the tag into Curtis Cole. Here he goes.
Curtis Cole wasn't looking, but
the leg lariat. He wasn't looking, but if one knows how to improvise, it is Curtis Cole. The hard shots to the face. He's got the nipples, Lucas Bradwell. He's got the nipples.
A purple nurple.
The double purple nurple. And the leg lariat to follow. Curtis Cole on an absolute warpath. Wait a second. Let's see, why is he hesitating? He's waiting here. Full Nelson applied on Big Vig. Wait a second. Curtis Cole. Ashburn! Ashburn! Oh no. Fireman's carry on Danger Dean. The TKO. Cover here. One. Wait. Oh, Humphrey Jacobs wants the cover. Humphrey Jacobs wants the cover off of Big Vig's TKO.
The king of old style has to have the glory, right?
So it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. Humphrey Jacobs I and Big Vig.
Now, I'm not sure how called for that was, but even less so, the assault on Ashburn, the assault on Cole by Stephen Ashburn, excuse me, quite frankly, I'm disgusted.
When will it be enough?
The assault continuing, the thunderous TKO, and oh, come on, this needs to stop. This needs to stop.
For crying out loud.
Someone needs to get out here and take control of this situation. Have we not seen enough? Cole, right across the face. Danger Dean, oh no. He was defenseless.
What's his issue with Danger Dean?
Folks, we've heard the rumors. We know exactly the motivations behind this. The face of Ashburn will be plastered across Rocky Mountain Pro. So it is the will of Stephen Ashburn.
Well, just because these two men are rumored to be challenging for the Charge Championship, which is vacant right now, I don't get it.
And again, nothing official, but rumors is all it takes to get Ashburn fired up. He is looking once again to enter into a new era of Rocky Mountain Pro, the reign of Ash.
Calm down, Giant. Calm down. It's no secret that I have no desire to do battle along your side. I can do that too. However, it is also not a secret that I desire gold more than anything in the land. I desire the tag team championships of this land more than anything. What say you, Giant?
Colorado Media School, hands-on learning in one of the most exciting career fields out there. Internship opportunities are limitless. We have 3 on-campus radio stations, 2 TV stations, and you'll have the opportunity to participate in projects like doing play-by-play live from a sporting event or the 48-hour film project. We have after-graduation career placement assistance and financial aid for those who qualify. Check us out online at coloradomediaschool.com, on Facebook and Instagram, and CO Media School on Twitter and Snapchat. You can also call 303-937-7070.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Russian chain match. First, making his way to the ring, hailing from the forge of Russia, he is the Siberian soldier, Vlad Balashov.
Folks, if you are of the faint of heart, you might want to skip this match. This is a Russian chain match. One of the most brutal matches ever conceived in the history of pro wrestling, some may argue. A chain is completely legal here. And the rules, I'm sure, will be explained. You must touch all 4 corners in order to come out victorious. And Vlad Balashov, representing Mother Russia, has no intention of losing the match, the official match of his homeland.
Or if you're a sick individual like me, you love violence and you're looking forward to this match like in Christmas.
Hailing from Raleigh, North Carolina, he is the winner of the Rocky Mountain Pro 2017 Colorado Cup. Please welcome to the ring, the show, Duane Douglas!
The show, Duane Douglas, the winner of the 2017, the 2nd annual Colorado Cup Battle Royal. Duane Douglas, an Air Force, serving Air Force member. And
yeah, he's a decorated officer in the Air Force. This guy, he is a blue chip. I'm still a phrase from a Hall of Famer. This guy is a blue chip prospect. Duane Douglas, the sky is the limit for him.
The first piece of hardware he has earned in his professional wrestling career, the Colorado Cup. First of many, some could say.
The rules to this match is you must touch all 4 posts in order to win. Each competitor will be chained to each other.
Well, to be more accurate, first individual piece of hardware, he was in fact a tag team champion, as you pointed out to me.
Well, yeah, obviously. Reign is a tag champ.
All too short it was, but Duane Douglas finding his way into the spotlight. All eyes are on the show now, and certainly now with this Russian chain match happening here at the Alamo Draft House. Looking for a quick end to this match. Touched 1 corner. Vlad Balashov showing some strategy here, going to the outside and hitting him with that chain. But yeah, that is one of the downsides of being chained to your opponent. Oh, your opponent very much gets to dictate where you get to go in the ring.
No count out in this matchup, so they can take it to the outside as much as they want. And really, the referee is only here to make sure that whoever wins this match touches all 4 corners.
And you're absolutely right. It's you can go wherever you may please in this. They can go out to the concession stands and brawl for all we know. But at the same time, the power advantage might be had here by Balashov. But ultimately, you can only win if you touch all 4 corners. Balashov goes into the post. You can only win if you touch all 4 corners of this squared circle. So pretty much the winner is going to be the first one who knocks his opponent out in the center of the ring because of that chain.
This is just going to be a test of wills and who is the tougher of the two. And both of these men are just tough as nails. Obviously, they have to be in the military. Balashov, part of the Russian army, and now taking it back to the ring and using the chain as a weapon.
Vlad Balashov, the native of Novokuznetsk, Russia. Translated roughly means the new forge, hence the forges of Russia.
Impressive there with your pronunciation.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have something to say about that to me as well. More accurately yell. He's a very angry man. But Vlad Balashov, he has 3. Wait a second, is that 3?
2.
Uh-oh, maybe took his time a little too long, but Duane Douglas, a native of Raleigh, North Carolina, but maybe not quite as familiar with Russian chain matches down there, but definitely their own breed of professional wrestling. And Duane Douglas, oh my goodness, shot with the chain. He's a new kind of professional wrestler.
He is, and look, you heard him say he told you that he can get down and dirty as well, get nasty. He is.
Absolutely, he is a showman, but more importantly than that, today he is a fighter. He has 2 corners touched.
Much more quickly he's touching those corners than Balashov did.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he can hang with Vlad Balashov. Oh, Balashov employing that strategy, shortening the chain and driving it into the gut of Duane Douglas. And see, as brutal as this match can be, there is also a fair bit of strategy to be had here.
You saw the ref.
Oh no.
Held it off, but his continuation was done with.
Oh my goodness, choking him with the chain. Duane Douglas needs to get out of this and fast.
Balashov is choking the life out of Duane Douglas, and you can see him fading. If he can get him to fade, this match is going to be over.
It's as I said before, if you can have your opponent incapacitated in the center of the ring, you pretty much have free reign to touch all 4 corners uninhibited. There's one. Duane Douglas, he's not out, he's moving. There is life in Duane Douglas, but can he get up in time? Balashov has 2 corners touched.
I don't even know if he has the wherewithal to really know what's going on right now.
Balashov has 3 corners touched. This could be it here. Wait a second, Douglas.
3 quarters of the way to that last draw, or that last turnbuckle.
Duane Douglas using every last bit of his body weight to get behind it. Hanging on for dear life is Duane Douglas.
And he stopped the continuation. The momentum has been stopped. And
then the shots raining down. Here comes the show. DDT, oh my goodness. Fell forward. You saw Balashov try to counter it, was not successful. Wound up getting a face full of the chain instead. You see Balashov holding his face. His nose could be broken. 1 corner touched by Douglas. Don't forget that also resets the count for Balashov as well.
Yes, this is the show's opportunity right now.
He needs to get there and fast. He's not used to Russian chain matches. Again, Vlad Balashov recalled it was the first match that he ever saw. Along with
got that 3rd turnbuckle.
He studied Russian chain matches, clips that he dug up from Mother Russia by greats like George Hackenschmidt, Ivan Koloff. All so very familiar with Russian chain matches. And now Vlad Balashov looking to inherit their legacy and bring glory to Mother Russia. But standing in his way is Duane Douglas. And oh my goodness, a hard shot with I think that was a kettlebell.
That was a kettlebell.
A kettlebell coming into play here, along with the chain, and Duane Douglas is out. He got hit in the head with a 25-pound kettlebell. A hard, brutal shot echoing throughout the Alamo Draft House. And there is one corner touched. And there's two. Balashov. Oh, he might just do this here. Duane Douglas, he's not moving.
Yeah, he's not moving. The problem will be for Vlad Balashov is he may have to move the dead carcass, or well, almost dead carcass of.
Honestly, he might as well be. Look at this. Nothing standing in his way. He will savor this as he touches the fourth corner. Vlad Balashov comes out victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Vlad Balashov.
The Siberian soldier brings glory to the homeland, to the motherland of Russia. And Vlad Balashov brings home a victory in this Russian chain match against the show Duane Douglas.
Well, and that was a much needed victory by Vlad Balashov. You know, I heard rumors that the other Vlad that we all know in Russia was not very happy with the last match that Balashov had against Douglas, and that he needed to redeem himself. And he certainly did here.
The militaristic might.
Oh, what disrespect, though. Look at that. Draping the Russian flag over the real American, the show Duane Douglas.
Duane Douglas, he does bleed red, white, and blue, but it is a different color combination here.
I'm getting word that Derek Stone is going to issue an open challenge to any superstar coming up next.
Oh, we will see that here next on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
Where you at, Mario? Huh? Women's not there. Mario, you're not Mario. Sorry, bud. Where's he at? Kelly, where's he at? I don't know. Gonna find him.
Why am I here? Why are you here? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why are you here? Answering that question is like trying to put smoke back into a cigarette. All my life, I've tested myself. Now I'm not here to test Rocky Mountain Pro. I'm here to terrify you. Anybody wants to step up, I'll be in that ring.
That is a terrifying individual.
I always knew that Derek Stone was a very dangerous man, but I didn't know that he was that unhinged as far as he's a very unbalanced, unstable individual.
Those are very kind words, I can assure you, but let's be real. Derek Stone is sick. He is an absolute monster, and whoever he sees in his path, no regard for, clearly. I mean, come on. He just doesn't care. Well, let's just be honest.
Obviously not. He just took a bite of that fan's food and then didn't like it, threw it in the crowd. I don't...
Say what you want about Titus Machiavelli, at least he never ate the food of the Patriots, at least as far as I know.
He just ate my food all the time. That's why I'm so skinny.
So speaking of which, you gonna finish those fries?
You leave my damn fries alone.
Like you say, Derek Stone, I doubt he'd be quite as polite about this. Issuing an open challenge, we'll have to see who takes it. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. Two cool dudes stepping up to the open challenge. Are they going to take them on together?
Well, at least they're smart enough to do it together. I still think they're idiots for coming out here and answering the challenge. Derek Stone has absolutely laid waste to everyone that he came in contact with here in Rocky Mountain Pro. And I've already made mention of just how unintelligent these two are, as far as they could have been teaming with Filter and Hunter Gray respectively, but no, they love each other so much, or I don't know what it is, and now they think they're going to take on Derek Stone here. It's very interesting, to say the least.
Whatever you can say about Zero Cool, he at least has this pretty sweet hat.
Only you would like that spot.
Oh no, it's the Rocky Mountain Pro hat. No, not Dustin's hat. Yeah, that's not really my thing, I will say. Oh, wait a second. Oh, double team maneuver, trying to outsmart Derek Stone from the jump.
Derek Stone's not going to like that kind of playground antics.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And, oh my goodness, it is repaid in kind right there. And Zero Cool, oh my goodness. And two cool dudes. As much as and they are crowd favorites, let's be real, but they're maybe more guts than brains here going up against Derek Stone, and he is a big angry man.
The fans like them because they're entertaining, they're funny, but
two cool dudes are also products of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. That is the number to call if you wish to become a professional wrestler, valet, or if you just want to have your butt kicked by Derek Stone, which is what's happening here apparently. Well, it's called paying your dues for a reason, kids.
Well, Dustin Urick, you would think he would know better. As long as he's been around, you would think he'd know better. But I kind of think
cover here. Wait, no, cover on the choke.
What the hell is Zero Cool doing?
Zero Cool is going to the top rope. Uh-oh, but Derek Stone none the wiser. Oh, he almost went through the movie screen as Zero Cool. Oh my goodness! The elbow to the face of Derek Stone stuns him. High risk maneuver, but it paid off. He'll try to roll the dice one more time. Off of the middle rope this time. The axe handle, oh, a shot to the gut by Stone. Pushes him into not cool at all, Dustin Urick. And the scoop slam. Oh my goodness, Derek Stone fully in control of this one. And the scoop slam on top of that. He'll take two scoops of two cool dudes. And Derek Stone, my goodness, is so dominating. The Stone Crusher.
I bet you can't get that at Baskin-Robbins.
1, 2, and it's academic.
Here is your winner,
Derek Stone. He just take the pants off of the referee, Joel Gessner? He is now beating two cool dudes with the referee's belt.
I don't care about that. I just hope Gessner's pants don't fall down now. Is all I care about.
I'm glad you have such concern for your fellow man, Lucas Bradwell, but my goodness, this is ridiculous.
These two knew what they were getting into. I saw the writing on the wall. Let's look at it one more time.
The technique on this Stone Crusher, which he has employed for so many years across the Midwest. One of the scariest men that Rapid City, South Dakota has to offer. And Derek Stone, his reign of terror continues in Rocky Mountain Pro. Folks, coming up next is main event action, the Lottery Tag Team Tournament Final. Yaden and Anaya versus Filter and Hunter Gray. That's next on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
Now I got Tyler by the Leberknoten over here. I got the keto sticks. Mission, get to the laboratory. Yeah.
Get to the lab. Round him up. Son of a...
Folks, a quick recap of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament. First in the quarterfinals, we saw Derek Stone and CJ Pricefield going up against Mercury, Matt Yaden, and Anaya. An two odd teams going up against each other. Anaya and Yaden coming out with the victory, showing some surprising sportsmanship between each other. Derek Stone and CJ Pricefield, you saw that they were trying to work together for a little bit, but eventually Pricefield catching Stone square on the jaw, stunning him just enough for Anaya to hit that brutal, annihilating shot and advancing his team into the second round of the tournament. Quite the match it was, but it sent Derek Stone off the deep end, I think.
And then in the next match, we had, it was supposed to be Filter and Zero Cool teaming up against Uric and Hunter Gray, but no, Zero Cool and had to have his partner Uric, and it formed the creation of the two monsters, the unstoppable force, Hunter Gray and Filter. But two cool dudes, they gave it a nice little run, as you can see here. They were the most experienced of the tag teams, well, at least in this group. And in the long run, it was Hunter Gray and Filter. Just too much to handle, and they get the victory, and they moved on.
The power won out in that match for sure. Filter and Hunter Gray, two forces to be reckoned with. And then in the semifinals, Yaden and Anaya, they saw themselves against Rolls-Royce Isaacs and Danger Dean, one of the more formidable teams that we've seen created in the quarterfinal round, don't forget. But as we saw, the tag team prominence of Anaya coming back into play. We saw him with the Left Coast Gorillas with his brother Hoodie, but now teaming up against with Yaden, now finding himself against Rolls-Royce Isaacs, a veteran of Japan, and Danger Dean, the longest reigning champion in Rocky Mountain Pro history. Eventually came down to led up to quite the climax here, as Danger Dean, we saw him go for that top rope Hurricane Rana, and eventually connecting with the ground there, but Anaya found the wherewithal to come out of nowhere and hit the annihilation, picking up the 3 count and advancing Yaden and Anaya inexplicably to the final round of this Lottery Tag Team Tournament. And what a team they have been thus far.
Absolutely. And that brings us to what was the other semifinal that created this finals. Stephen Ashburn and Curtis Cole. Looked like they were getting along great. Looked like things were going up, but the match got started before it even hit the ring up in the rack house. You saw a brawl in the bar area.
They're the Blake Street Brawlers for a reason, Lucas.
And finally, the match got in the ring, and that was where Hunter Gray used his incredible power as Stephen Ashburn breaks up the count. Eventually, things would break down, and you would see Stephen Ashburn walk out on his partner, Curtis Cole, and it left for Curtis Cole to take on both Hunter Gray and Filter. Too much to handle for any one man. And that is where we are at here in our main event, here on Charge, for the Lottery Tag Team Finals. Stuart Campbell.
And there you see the bracket. Quite the brutal chain of events that led to this, but this could be the most brutal yet, as we see these two monstrous human beings. We have heard the rumors that Vince Russo is coming back at Shocktober. He could very well return a tag team title windfall into the hands of Vince Russo, being that he is Vince Russo's personal filter, basically his enforcer, and now he has Hunter Gray on his side, and it makes you wonder about the power dynamics going on here at Rocky Mountain Pro, especially taking on Anaya and Mercury Matt Yaden here in the final. This could have a lot more at stake than simply tag team glory.
You're right, absolutely. There is a lot of dynamics going on in this matchup. There's a little bit of a power struggle, I feel, between Anaya, who, remember, just a few months ago, he was in the most powerful group that Rocky Mountain Pro has ever seen, the 4-Point Cartel. He had this company in the palm of his hands, along with his brother Hoodlum and Titus Machiavelli. And now, he's kind of in limbo, and he's trying to find out where this power is.
This match is 2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls is the stipulation for this lottery tag team final match. The winner of this will receive a shot at the tag team championships in Shocktober, where again, the return of Vince Russo, rumored to be happening. Wait a second. No, in fact, it is confirmed that it will be the return of Vince Russo to the confines of Rocky Mountain Pro. And, I mean, you have to think that Filter would love to be presenting Vince Russo. Oh, my goodness, hard shot to Yaden. And Anaya, the F-bomb right off the bat. Could we see a fall here? 2, 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like that, the first fall goes to Filter and Hunter Gray.
Hunter Gray and Filter.
Amazing turn of events, and now if they can get the second fall, this main event will be over very, very quickly.
I can't believe what I just saw. That was 10 seconds into the match.
Brilliant strategizing, you must say. I mean, Filter has a bit more brains than he would exhibit just by his looks. Let's face it, he's a big dude, but there is a brain inside of that big frame, I assure you. He's young, but he ain't dumb.
And I still am wondering just how much they're going to get on the same page. I'm talking about Filter and Hunter Gray, because you know there's got to be a little bit of who is the alpha male, who's the big dog between the two of them. You wonder if that's going to come into play. Is there going to be a power struggle, kind of like there is between Anaya and Yaden?
And you could say that cover here could have had new #1 contenders right there. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Although I will say, Lucas Bradwell, that seems to be purely speculation right now. Anaya fighting out of the corner on his own. The individual brilliance of the younger half of the former Left Coast Gorillas coming into play here. But Filter and Hunter Gray, those are two big dudes to have to fight against. A huge scoop slam from Filter.
What did you make of what we saw earlier with Anaya and...
Oh wait, cover here. Only a 2 count, says senior official Joel Gessner.
With Anaya and Yaden here in the theater, trying to catch a movie together. Was that a little bit of them trying to get some camaraderie, trying to get on the same page?
I mean, I don't know if Anaya just wanted to be left alone or if he wanted to think about the match. And Yaden, you saw him trying to sort of impose himself. I'm not really sure what to think exactly about all this.
I think
hard
Anaya
shot
just
into the corner.
Get drunk is what I think was happening.
Speak for yourself. Anaya got launched into the corner there. And Filter, we saw Filter and Hunter Gray work together quite well thus far. But I mean, for the differences that Yaden and Anaya have had, as you were leaning towards earlier, for the differences that they've had in the past thus far, they've been quite the team.
They have been able to get on the same page. I think that maybe Anaya and Yaden have both kind of buried the hatchet, and what is in the past is in the past. I think it's working out well for
Missile drop kick off of the second rope. Sorry to cut you off, but that was beautifully executed. Van slamming on the ring. And if I'd have to say, and thus far they've been an amazing unit. Wait a second, Yaden. Oh my goodness, Yaden. I thought he was going to walk away. I did not see the Norse Nightmare trying to attack Yaden out on the outside. I mean, he could have just saved the match there, but Anaya, he's in dire straits right now. Being thrown across the ring, Yaden and Hunter Gray continuing on the outside. I mean, we've seen these two thus far It's been I wouldn't say that they've channeled the left coast gorillas in a new incarnate form, but they've been doing basic tag team strategy very, very well, and it has carried them into the finals of this lottery tag team tournament against Filter and Hunter Gray. And I have to say, thus far, it's been working. Just will that be enough against these two monstrous beings? Roll up here, two. Almost had them, but oh my goodness! Filter caught him big with that forearm.
Nothing fancy about it. It is just all-out brute force and strength.
We could have new #1 contenders. No, only a 2 count. And Hunter Gray signifying they are looking for the gold. Filter fully concentrated on the task. Hunter Gray, hard shot to the chest with his head. I mean, I know he's hard-headed, but come on. Hard scoop slam there in the middle of the ring. Off of the rope. And we see the guillotine leg drop come down. Cover here.
Got it.
2. Oh, yeah, I almost had him. You're absolutely right. Those big, thunderous thighs of Hunter Gray collapsing upon the throat of Anaya. And Anaya trying to catch his breath here while fighting out. Not an easy task against the man with the frame of the Norse Nightmare.
I think a lot of people forget Anaya and Yaden are not small guys. They're each about 250 pounds apiece.
Oh my goodness!
But they just look small compared to Hunter Gray and Filter.
Anaya fighting out of this, and a tag made. What maneuvering by Anaya? Here comes Mercury Yaden. Shots to the head, into the chest, elbows, and feet. The strikes flying, looking for Mercury Rising. No, into the corner goes Yaden, and the DDT connects. A looping, swinging DDT from Yaden and the Norse Nightmare. Wait a second, cover here. The tag was applied to Anaya. The second fall is scored. One fall to one. Winner takes all on the next one.
I don't know if this matters to you or not, but Yaden doesn't look very happy that Anaya got the blind tag. I don't see what it matters. They got the fall.
Listen to this. The crowd getting behind Yaden and Anaya, reminding Yaden that there is one more fall to go. Oh my goodness. That was beautifully done by Filter, throwing Anaya into Yaden. Oh my gosh, I hear chains rattling. I think yeah, Yaden has a chain there. Oh no. What's Yaden doing? We have Yaden with a chain on the outside. Could he be going for a shot on Filter behind the referee's back? This doesn't look good. Rolls out, and Anaya double knees to the back of the head of Filter. Boom with the drive-by. Tries to tag in. Yaden, here he is. Oh my goodness!
He just knocked out Anaya with the chain. Did he?
F-bomb! Yaden, what have you done? It's over. Folks, they say you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. It appears that is the tact that Mercury Matt Yaden has chosen. A hard shot to the face with a chain sends Hunter Gray and Filter into the #1 contendership of the Tag Team Championships. They will face Humphrey Jacobs and Big Vig at Shocktober. But Mercury Matt Yaden, oh my goodness, Lucas Bradwell, what have we just witnessed?
We just witnessed payback. We witnessed revenge. We witnessed 3 years of frustration that Mercury Yaden has had with the,
It's called, he said it was water under the bridge.
Well,
is this necessary? Oh my goodness.
Obviously it is. Obviously it is.
You heard the words from Yaden's mouth.
Where's my shirt?
I just beat him to it.
Good for the boss. That's what I'd say. Good for him.
Really, it's worth giving up a chance at tag team glory for revenge, for personal gain.
Hey, Mercury Yaden's got the company. What he doesn't need. He doesn't need the titles.
Such is the case, I suppose, folks. We're going to have to take stock of this. We will see you next week. Alongside the Almanac Lucas Bradwell, I am Stuart Campbell. We will see you next time here on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.